Hey, Flanagan. Do you know where I can get some good plate armor?
He says, well, plate armor's pretty expensive around here. He's like the only person around here who's selling any sort of plate armor that he'd be willing to let go at a reasonable price is Huey. He's like, you know
Huey?
Huey, he jacks up the price everywhere he goes. Everything he sells, he just jacks up the price.
Oh no,
Swindler
Huey.
if I've seen one myself.
Don't worry, I'll talk with you.
So Huey is one of the merchants down here. He owns the one of the stores. It is called My Selective Sword, and it is actually a boutique weapons and armor shop. Where only rich people buy very mundane weapons and armors, and nobody really understands why.
Oh, he's gonna have a bad day after
It's a
me.
boutique store, you know.
Uh,
So, I kind of open the door and then just kind of slide it open with my foot and say, Huey! Huey!
He was like, quiet down, quiet down. I hear you.
How you been?
Like, you don't have to yell.
Hey, it's only in the dwarven way. How you been, old friend?
It's like, I've been doing wonderful. It's like, now
there's
what?
only one way of talking loud.
It's like, what can I do for you today?
Oh, you know me. I always like, I've been searching for a good set of armor nowadays. So, I was wondering if maybe, what you got left in the plate mail?
Oh, plate mail. I got the perfect set of armor for you. And he brings out a set of plate mail. It looks like a very generic, standard, nothing special about it set of plate mail. It doesn't look like it's even embroidered. It just looks like, standard plate mail. He says, now this here is just wonderful, wonderful plate mail. He says, it is from the stock, one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. And he only farms organic. He does not go around and chopping down forests. So this plate mail was created, was bought from his money, farming only locally sourced organic local farmers. And the plate mail is gluten free. He says, this plate mail is a steal at 2,000.
What does gluten have to do with the size of me?
It has.
He says
omega-3s.
no gluten has ever been eaten while crafting this plate mail, or while farming to make the money to get the ore to craft this plate mail.
No. Oh.
Yeah. He's like, you can't get better plate mail.
Now you know me,
It's
Huey.
100% cage free.
I'm doing an insight check.
Yeah. What's the insight check for? So Schmiggle, this guy just seems like an idiot to you. But the doctor, you sense that he actually believes what he's saying, although what he's
God.
saying sounds really weird.
I'm gonna go up to him now. Huey, I think that price is a bit steep. You think you could drop
He
it a
said,
bit?
well, of course it's more expensive than plate mail you can get, somewhere in Waterdeep. But those plate mail, they're built on slave labor. They're
No.
built. Those plate mails are built on
Wait,
people who
just
cut
one-
down
one
forests.
second, I've got an idea. Now, Huey,
They're built in
I-
plate mail
I think
shops.
women-
My
I
plate
think-
mail is 100% locally sourced, all organic plate mail.
I'm sure it is, Huey. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to drop this price. Otherwise, I've got a pretty interesting story to tell you, in explicit detail.
Like, what do you mean? What
I
is
was-
that? Is that some sort of threat? I'm just trying to sell the best plate mail possible.
It all started with some apple pie, and
Oh.
I start talking to him.
He's like, you went to Elvira's house? Ooh,
Now, do you want me to keep talking?
you need an intimidation check.
You want me? You want to
Oh
drop
my
the
God,
price?
you're playing this angle. I'm...
You need intimidation for that.
I don't want to hear it. No.
Mad evil genius. I don't know how...
I want an intimidation for that. That's an
You want to
intimidation.
drop the price, Huey? Or should I
Intimidation.
keep talking?
Oh, roll an intimidation on him.
Okay.
He says, "Look, I don't want to hear any more about whatever you're telling me, and I refuse to listen to you anymore."
All right,
And
Huey.
he walks to the back, and he's just like, "Ooh."
I follow him and I keep talking.
He says, "Get out before I call the guards."
All right, stop it, Doctor. Stop it. Hold it. Now, Huey. Listen to me. Gotcha? All right. You know me, right?
Well, of course I do. You know, you really should think about going vegan. All that meat you're eating, you know, it's not good for you.
Schmiggle holds his rage a little. Now, Huey, you gotta look it from my perspective. I get hit a lot often now these days. I just recently went up a bloody dragon that nearly knocked me out of my senses. So, out of the courtesy of your own mind, out of the courtesy of all my friends around me who could, well, one less dwarf would be something of a loss, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways. I just need some armor. Is it good? Tell me yes or no.
It is the best armor, and I stand by the armor 100%.
Where was it made?
He says it was made by local farmers. I mean by local blacksmiths working in unison for 1 year.
All right.
He says you can. He says I can. He says I can even show you the exact the exact blacksmiths that made this. He says that, and that's what we're about. We're about locally sourcing and not outsourcing the armor to Zahir or something like that, where they can make it for half the price by slave labor. You know, we all make it here, and it stimulates the economy. That's what we're about. He's like, I know it costs more money, but I paid more money for it.
But listen, did you miss the part where I almost got killed by a dragon?
I understand that.
Could you just
take it and go? Like, rob him and run out of time?
Could you just bring it down to, like, give me about 1,400? That's all.
Okay, let's see persuasion. He was asking 2,000, so.
Try for 1,000, half price.
Oh!
He says, I'm sorry. You know, it's just that I can't make exceptions. My last plate I saw. My last set of plate I sold to Lord Theobald the Third, Lord Theobald Ascendanshire the Third. And you can go ask him. He loves his armor.
Boss, we need you to make a check. You're the best charisma guy, I think. Unless Nibex has ridiculous charisma.
Yep.
Hoss, we need you. We need you to work for the Lord. The Lord needs his armor.
And you need your spell to give you like a +4.
He's got guidance.
Yeah. Use guidance.
But you already rolled your check. You can't, like...
No, but Haas can give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What was that?
Use
Persuasion?
guidance and try and convince him.
Persuasion, alright. That and a check. I'm gonna roll this one first, then the +4, the 1d4 later.
Okay.
Alright. And another 1d4 after that. Wait, what's the point? I rolled 3. What is wrong?
Huey says, "Listen, you know, maybe you don't have that much money. Listen, how about this?" He says, I can drop the price a little bit. I can drop it to 1,800. Okay."
One sec.
He says, "This is, you know, this armor will stimulate the economy."
Excuse me, eponymous?
I say, do you want to hear more about my story?
He says, "I'm gonna call the guards if you start talking about it."
Persuasion check.
No, you already pissed him off. He's like, I'm gonna call the guards.
All right, we're out, we're out. And I drag everybody out. Come on. All right.
We'll get you plate armor somewhere else, Schmiggle. All right.
Fine. Bloody hell. I might as well make it myself.
No, well, the armor is not bad armor. It just looks mundane. It just looks like standard armor. There's another like armor and weapons called the steel cold anvil just down the street.
So I go into the forge.
Should you buy a tip stone
And then
in case?
you see
A thief stone, just in case we need to pick locks or other things.
Oh, thieves' tools.
Yeah. How
Yeah, we
much
better
is
get
that?
Nimbex
Wait,
and
wait,
Deep
wait.
Tool.
25 gold piece.
yes, you can buy all the different kits and tools, all the stuff on page 150. You can buy. Just subtract the gold.
Sorry, I cut you off there, John.
Yeah.
I walk into the forge, so.
You walk into the forge and you look around. There's nobody, but everybody in there's a dwarf, and you feel right at home. And they're all kind of scrutinizing all the hammers and weapons down there, like I could have forged better than this.
Hey, look at these hammers. It's a great set for only $259. Ah, that's a deal right there.
He says, yeah, but look, the balance is a bit off.
Really? Let me take a look at that. Oh, jeez. Not in cray. I never knew about that. Yeah, that's a wee bit weird.
And then the owner comes out and he's wearing a forge apron. And he says, that's because of that you're holding it upside down, you fool.
Oh, I am.
Flip it over and you're like, oh.
That's a weird thing I've ever seen.
Like, how can I help you?
Aye. Hey, old man, friend. Name's
I
Schmiggle.
think we should buy an elephant for 200 gold.
He said, the name's Steelbeard. Grabnar Steelbeard. And
I'm
yeah,
just imagining
and
this
you can
dwarf-
see his beard is just completely white because of his age. And he says, how can I help a fellow dwarf?
Oh, you see, I've been looking in the market for a bloody new set of armor.
You don't say. I be forging it right now. I just completed it. Was gonna put it on display this afternoon. Proper fit for a dwarf like yourself.
Aye, what kind of armor is it?
Plate mail, of course. What else can a proper dwarf warrior wear?
Well, I'd be more than sight. Would you look at that? Just a
He says,
look-
give me a moment. And he goes to the back. And you hear a lot of clunking, and he brings out the plate, nicely forged plate mail disassembled. And he lays it on a table, and he starts assembling it. He's like, now you see here, this is my handiwork. You see how this ridges out? It'll fit you well, and you can go to the latrine without any problems. Got some more movement in the hips, too.
Hey, this is beautiful work, my friend.
I thank you.
Better than that at that other guy's.
Yes, it clearly looks better than the Huey's plate mail. And it's probably fits better, too.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Huey's got nothing on you. Huey's a
Huey, he's a fool. Believes in that organic shite.
I know. What is with him these
He
days?
won't eat a proper steak. Skinny as a worm. Don't know what's wrong with, and why do these rich nobles keep buying from him? I never know.
Hey, he's a weird fella. I guess he knows him.
Hey,
Anywho,
so you want the plate mail?
aye, how much
Yes.
are you going for?
He says, from one dwarf to another, 1 grand, and it's yours.
That is a deal, my friend. That is a deal.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay, you happily purchase the plate mail. You try it on, it fits wonderfully, and you never realized that plate mail can be designed to allow you to go to the bathroom without taking it off. And then so you guys walk out, and then you actually see like two nobles, and they're both wearing Huey's plate mail. Kind of greet each other. It's like, oh, your plate mail is it locally sourced, gluten free? And the other noble says, yes, indeed it is. Ah, nice.